Welcome back, viewers. You're watching The Savera and I'm Shefali. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has concluded a significant and productive visit to Canada, where he participated in the G7 summit and held a series of high-level discussions with global leaders on pressuring international issues. His stop in Canada was part of his ongoing three-nation diplomatic tour, which now moves to its final leg in Croatia. Taking to social media platform X, Prime Minister Modi shared his reflections on the visit, concluding a productive Canada visit, thankful to the Canadian people and government for hosting a successful G7 summit, which witnessed fruitful discussions on diverse global issues. We remain committed to furthering global peace, prosperity and sustainability. This is what he wrote. The Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal also posted on X stating, Prime Minister Narendra Modi concludes a very productive visit to Canada, held fruitful dialogue on key issues on the global context of energy security, technology and innovation at the G7 summit, met with several leaders and discussed bilateral ties. Next stop, Croatia. PM Modi arrives at the scenic Poemery Canassis Mountain, lodged in Alberta, Canada, on Tuesday to attend G7 summit. He was warmly received by Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney at the summit venue in Canassis. Throughout his approximately 24-hour stay, PM Modi engaged in a number of strategic meetings and discussions aimed at deepening India's global footprint and reinforcing partnerships, especially with nations committed to a peaceful and prosperous global order. On the sideline of the summit, Prime Minister Modi held bilateral meetings with several prominent world leaders. Now, these include European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, European Council President Antonio Costa, UK Prime Minister Keir, French President Emmanuel, Canadian Prime Minister Mark, South African President Cyril, Brazilian President Lula, and Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, among others. Now, in this discussions, PM Modi reiterated India's firm stance on critical global challenges such as energy security, climate change, digital innovation, and the role of the Global South in its international affairs. He also emphasized India's commitment to multilateralism, sustainable development, and the global fight against terrorism. In a statement prior to departing New Delhi for the trip, PM Modi had noted that one of the key objectives of the tour was to thank international partners for their continued support in India's effort to combat cross-border terrorism and to strengthen global cooperation in addressing all forms of extremism. He said, landed in Calgary, Canada to take part in the summit G7, will be meeting various leaders to the summit and sharing my thoughts on important global issues. We'll also be emphasizing the priorities of the Global South. Now, the G7, or Group of Seven, is an informal forum of seven of the world's most advanced economies: Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom, and the United States. Now, along with the European Union, this year's summit provided a crucial platform for India to voice the concerns of emerging economies and advocate for inclusive global development. PM Modi is now en route to Zagreb, Croatia, where he will conclude his three-nation tour. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to The Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.